Hello, this is James Smith at Gann Analysis LLC. You can reach me at my email address, jamessmith@gannanalysis.net, or you can go to the website at gannanalysis.net. Today we're talking about Amazon. It's just a follow-up to a tweet that I sent out on May 22nd. In that tweet, I was calling attention to this cluster of Gann cycles that called the high. Now, this is the follow-up to that to see what happened. Okay, we sold off initially, we rallied back into the 1 year anniversary of low back here in June 3rd, 2019. Tomorrow will be that anniversary date. And it's not to say that it works every time. But the fact that you have a cluster of cycles here and a lower high into the 1 year anniversary of low, if you see this stock start to show weakness either tomorrow, June 3rd, or the day after, June 4th, you should take it seriously. I'm not saying that it necessarily has to crash. I'm saying that you probably will see some sort of pullback. How big? That's a different question. That is beyond the scope of this one chart here. I do have a full report which goes into much more detail, and if you're interested, I'm offering a 3-month trial subscription at a reduced rate for new subscribers. Take the plunge if you like, and what have you got to lose? The initial 3-month subscription cost is very low. Just send me an email, ask for the price, and I'll send it to you. And then you can decide whether you want to do it. Or you can do what the fundamental analysts have been telling you to do, is to buy, buy, buy. They've been telling you to buy the dips forever. From a Gann perspective, we tell you when to sell. Nobody does that. The only reason they don't do it is they don't follow cycles. They don't follow Gann cycles. This cluster gave you the high. This 1 year anniversary of low, all the way back here, is very likely giving you a lower high. And it doesn't mean you go out and short the stock. It doesn't mean you sell your stock. It means you pay attention. Let the market tell you what it wants to do. Cycles are not perfect. Sometimes they're wrong. But if you see it start to sell off in the next few days, you should pay real attention. This is something that will give you a heads up before the talking heads on CNBC. They'll have people on there telling you to buy the dip. I'm telling you that this is not the time to buy the dip, not based on the Gann cycles. Now, anyone can be wrong. Gann cycles are not perfect, but I'm saying if this analysis is correct, this anniversary normally could be quite a powerful turn. Then it should probably start selling off. And if you take out this low here at 2330 back on May 27th, Wednesday, May 27th, you take that low out, you're probably headed down hard. So it's one thing to have the cycles indicating timing. It's another thing to know with certainty that you're really selling off. So the way Gann did it is he said, look, don't just trade on the cycles. Time and price. What he meant by that, use the cycles to indicate when you're likely to see a turn. Use the Gann retracements, divisions, square of 9 levels, and maybe also a prior swing low, like this swing low here on May 27th at 2,330. If you close below that, I think any chartist will tell you that it's in trouble. What most chartists won't tell you is that, hey, you've got a heads up here even before it starts to sell off. In other words, the traditional chartist is not so different from a traditional fundamental analyst. He's always telling you what to do after it's too late to take action. Most chartists do not look at cycles. They're trend followers. They just tell you what you should have done after the fact. Follow the trend, follow the trend, follow the trend. Keep going up, keep buying, buy, buy, buy. Well, there's going to come a time when you shouldn't be buy, buy, buy. You should be selling. And I'm not saying you need to sell today. I'm saying if it starts to show weakness in the next few days, you probably should lighten up on your Amazon. Maybe even consider going short if it takes out this former low at 2,330. So this is just a quick and dirty lesson on Gann. There's much more to it than what I've shown you here. This is the simple stuff. I do have some great charts to show you. I think you should take advantage of the 3-month trial subscription. What do you have to lose? You're going to lose a lot more by owning this stock and riding it all the way down, which is what the buy and hold people would have you do. I don't subscribe to that view. I do believe you can time the market. And there's a whole lot of people who will tell you that it's all voodoo if you think you can time the market. But hey, they have a vested interest in telling you that, don't they? Because they do not have the tools to time the market. So just because they can't do it doesn't mean somebody else can't do it. If you follow Gann, W.D. Gann was the sharpest guy you could imagine. He was born in 1878. He died in 1955. And he packed a lot in that 77 years. Most people don't realize it. This guy, I would venture to say that most people have never even heard of Gann. They know who Warren Buffett is. They don't know who W.D. Gann was. And yet, I would argue strongly that W.D. Gann was leaps and bounds above Warren Buffett in terms of his knowledge of the market. There's just no comparison. But if you want to follow that buy and hold ideology, good luck. That's not going to work. But let's see who's right. Let's see if the 1-year anniversary of low does something special. Watch what happens June 3rd, June 4th, June 5th. Let's see what happens in the next few days. And if you see it start to slide, just know that the Gann cycles are working. And I think this is going to be fun to watch. So let's see what happens.